Hey everyone, hope your day is going well. We are back with another reaction. More Carlin. He's keeping people alert. So let's find out how he does that. Maybe get some pointers and tips. Let's go.
Now we come to the practical portion of our show. This is the practical stuff. This is where I actually give advice. Little tips and hints and suggestions on things that'll help the quality of life. Little things you can put to work almost immediately. In fact, some of you may be aware of my more famous tips from the past. How to get rid of counterfeit money. Put it in the collection plate at church. See how often the simple solution will elude us.
Yeah, man. It's so obvious.
Here's one, how to get out of jury duty. Lots of people try that, don't they? And they do. A lot of them get out of jury duty by lying. You don't have to lie. Tell the judge the truth. Tell him you'll make a terrific juror because you can spot guilty people just like that.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, today's suggestions are a little different. These are just sort of hints on things you can do to keep other people alert during the day when you're out and about your business. Little ways to keep people on their toes. Because people need that. And I'm not talking about your friends so much, it's just the general public. People need a little sort of a mental goose during the day to kind of bring them back to reality, you know? There are an awful lot of people walking around,
like, hey,
not all there. You know? And I don't mean the helpless or the homeless. I don't mean people who've been kicked out of Mattawan without their medications and stuff. I'm talking about fuckers with jobs.
People on autopilot.
There are people walking around with a kind of a kind of a neutral zone around their heads.
Oh, are you there?
Some people leave part of their brains at home when they come out in the morning. Hey, some people don't have that much to bring out in the first place. So I say there are little things you can do to help keep other people on their toes.
Oh.
Did you ever try backing out of a drive-in bank?
Drive-in bank?
That's the kind of thing I mean. Or just walk up to someone on the street and say, "Pardon me, I have nothing to say." Someone asks you what time it is? Say, well, it's either 6:15 or Mickey has a heart on.
Just keep walking. Just keep walking.
Now, many of these suggestions which I'm offering are intended for use on retail clerks because retail clerks seem to need special help. Did you ever go into a store and realize immediately that the clerk is running on a lean mixture?
Oh.
The cheese fell off his cracker a long time ago. He's just a couple of sandwiches short of a picnic. Here's one to try. Go into a gift shop and ask for your gift.
I might try that. Where's my gift? It's the gift shop.
Well, they never seem to have mine. I say, I saw your sign, I came in for my gift.
It's a scam, man.
Save you the trouble of looking all over for me. Doesn't impress them, but it keeps them on their goddamn toes. Or else just go running into any quiet little store on a Sunday morning and say, "Are you open on Thursday?"
Dude, I used to work at a store. People did that. No joke. Maybe they've seen Carlin before. I don't know. I came in for my gift. I heard you were looking for me.
Are you open on Thursday? They'll say yes. Say thank you. And run. Let them figure it out. It's not
Keep
your
them busy
concern.
for 15 minutes. I like the set, man.
stand on line at the bank for a really long time. One of those new kind of lines they have at the bank. The common feeder line. Used to be every teller had his own line.
That is peak human ingenuity right there, those lines. Peak human ingenuity.
Not anymore. Now you think you're in fucking Disneyland. Stand on line a long time.
Oh, man.
When you finally get up to the window, just ask for change of a nickel. They actually call other tellers over to look at you.
Look at this guy. Ask for change for a nickel. That's the most exciting part of their day.
Here's one. Go into the photographer's studio in your neighborhood and ask the man if you can buy the pictures of the other people.
Now there's no more really development. You know, there used to be all around, right? I had a friend who worked in one of those. Oh, he's seen some stuff. He's seen some stuff. They didn't have that, you know, secrecy for profession. I guess he did, but, you know, he spilled the beans anyway. Oh, there was some freaky stuff going on.
So how much for that heavy-set couple in the window? Oh, they will stare at you a long time on that one.
With permission, I guess.
In fact, they might even back up several feet.
You have to trust those people.
This one is my current favorite.
Damn.
Go into the dry cleaners and ask the man if he can remove the stains from one pair of pants and put them in another pair of pants. They ought to be able to do that for the same amount of money. While you're in there, ask him if he can get pecker tracks off a wedding gown. That's the test of a really quality dry cleaner. Go into a laundry, hand him your shirt and tell him to rotate the buttons. Go into a gun store, buy a gun, then buy some ammunition, then ask him if they have any ski masks.
That's a good one. You know, some of these, you know, sound like, you know, like little hazing questions, you know, when you go out on a job and, you know, you're the new kid and then they ask you all these kinds of dumb things. And like, in Belgium, we have a few of those. Like when you go work in a kitchen, for example, you know, the chef or one of the sous chefs, you know, they will ask you to get a rope to bind the sauce, right? And, you know, these kids go looking for it. Or, you know, go get a bucket of electricity, you know, then they go out and then, hey, man, the chef asked me to go get a rope to bind his sauce with. You know, all of these things, I guess everybody has some of them. Every industry. They go looking out half an hour.
That's all right. No, please. No. Go into a supermarket. This is a good one for the supermarket. Get your shopping cart in the supermarket and fill it to the top. I mean, a huge mound of groceries. And then go up to the line and look for somebody with one item and ask him if you can get ahead of them.
That's looking for a fight.
I'm in a hurry. I only have 1,100 items. Run into a bakery and say, can you bake a cake in the shape of a penis? They never know. They always have to have a meeting.
I've seen many of those.
Well, I don't know. Wait a minute now. Hold on just a second. Could we have a picture to go by? Well, no, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you, lady.
You get locked up like that.
Order more flour, Helen.
Hey, that's a compliment.
Next time you're at a wishing well, doesn't happen often. Next time you're at a wishing well, ask to see the manager. Tell him you've been coming there for 10 years and none of your wishes have come true.
Yeah, that's
Either you
a
give
good
me my
idea.
money back, or I'm shitting in the well. Here's one for the baseball park. Baseball park. You ever notice at the ball game a lot of guys bring a glove? Fuck that. Bring a bat.
Yeah. Is that
You
allowed?
see a foul ball coming? Hit it back to them. Hit it back to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then stand up and wave at the pitcher. They'll think you're a fun fan. They'll think it's straitjacket night.
Yo, his face.
Do you ever notice in some hotels they give you a little sewing kit? You know what I do? I sew the towels together. Sew
man
the
can
sheets
sew?
to the drapes. Let them know you've been there.
That'll keep him alert.
Here's one for the guys. This one is strictly for the guys. Go into a barber shop, tell the man you want to get your pubic hair streaked. Say nothing fancy, just frost my bush.
I'm gonna skip that one, George.
They'll be talking about you for years.
Yo, this guy walked in here.
The man who had his bush hair sectioned off with aluminum foil. As they try to find a way to fit you under a dryer.
You gotta sit there for hours. What?
You'll be in the Bush Hall of Fame.
There's a Bush Hall of Fame.
Here's a good one in the bar, when you're drinking in the bar. You ever notice in the bar someone always says to you, hey, can I buy you a drink? Say, no thanks, but can I have the money instead?
yeah. That's a good one. I've heard that one before. Or it was maybe a different way around. It's like pickup lines, right? You go up to a person in a bar and you say, do you want me to buy you a drink or you just want to have the money? There's your pickup line. Some extra advice from Uncle Saeed. Yo, George, this was quality advice, though. I'm going to use some of these. And thank you so much for being here, checking this out with me. Truly appreciate you. Have a great day. Peace.